myself more. Like, I'm doing very well, but them kids, their parents be like, I ain't never had to worry about that one. That's not fair. And I'm not saying you should worry about your kids 24/7, but you should be like, you should be more like checking in with them. Like, nigga, I ain't never had to worry about me, but I was depressed. Like, and I felt like I had to hold it together because everybody else was going through so much shit. Because my dad and my mom got divorced. Because my dad had to hold his own. Because I saw eviction notices on the door. Because I saw my mom just wanting to live her life. So I'm not complaining about nothing because y'all dealing with your own shit. That's not fair. I didn't ask to be here. Somebody might be like, there she goes sounding like a white kid. I really didn't ask to be here. Neither did you. And neither did my parents. To be honest, none of us asked to be here. On a human level, on a spiritual, and on a spirit level, we all signed contracts, apparently. Apparently, I didn't read my contract. I just signed that shit like a dummy. Like, I do a lot of shit. But being a kid, having a kid, being around children is a lot. It's no longer just you. It's them and their feelings and what they're going through. And if you're not ready to consider other people's feelings outside of your own, especially little humans that don't really even understand what they're dealing with, what they're going through, and they won't truly understand it until they're your age, and by the time that they're your age, you're old as fuck. Like, if I had a kid right now, by the time that they're 29, I am, I'll just do 59, 58. I'm 58. And they're coming to me like, Mom, I get it. Or hopefully they feel comfortable enough to be like, Mom, I get it. Like, I get what you were saying. Like, now things are fucking clicking. I've said it so many times. I'm like, I get why my mom was the way that she was. My mom wasn't ready to be a parent twice. My mom wasn't ready for that shit. Especially the way that I came. I was not expected. Some people claim that they're ready and they don't be. Sometimes you're never ready to do certain things. I feel like being a parent is one of them. I feel like you really need to like hunker down and be like, am I emotionally stable enough to have a kid? Am I emotionally, mentally, financially stable enough to have a kid? How about I not let this child that is next to be here suffer? Because that's not fair. That's not fair to them. Just like we didn't ask to be here and we be like, damn, like I gotta deal with like another fucking recession. Like the first one was when I was in high school and I didn't have a job. I just had to go to school every day, but that shit was hard. I was depressed then. Now I'm an adult. Why are you beeping at them, man? Anyway, people be irate about the weirdest shit. I think they had it. If they didn't have a blank on, understood. If they did have a blank on, why you beeping at them? Just because you didn't want them to get in front of you? You suck ass. But yeah. These are the things that have been going on in my mind for a good life did not go according to the way that I had planned for it to. And now I just sit here and be thinking like, but what if it did go that way and all this shit is that I don't think I would have made it. I got a man relying on me and kids. Bro. Am I having like people that I can rely on in all this? Can I rely on my partner? And in that, it has caused me to be so hyper independent that I'm just like, I don't want nobody to do shit for me, because trying to rely on certain people and realizing they were the wrong people to rely on is just so disheartening. Like, that shit really, like, they're like, damn, you said you was gonna be here for me, and when I tried to allow you to be here for me, you just didn't follow through. Like, but I followed through for you all the time. Like, or they're like, I was here for you in this way and that way, and it's just like, that's not what I asked. I asked you to be here in these ways, and you did what you wanted to. I think that's also a thing. Like, some people will be like, well, you just gonna have to take what you can get from me, and it's just like, I don't have to take shit. To some people, that's selfish. Like, they showed up in the best way that they could, and it's just like, but that's not what I asked for. And I wish that you would have been like, I can't show up for you in the way that you need me to, but I can offer this. A lot of people are not mature in that way. I'm not mature in that way, but I wish that there would have been spaces and times when people were just like, I can't really show up for you in that way, because I really don't understand how to do that, but I can show up for you in this way. I hope this is good. And at least I would have been like, oh, okay, well, at least they're aware. Because when I can't show up for somebody, I just don't do the shit. I'd be like, I can't do that. If I can't show up for you in a certain way, in certain situations, if I'm not able to show up for you in the way that you need me to, I just don't allow myself to be there. I'd be like, I can't do that. I'm like, sorry, no. Sometimes I don't even say sorry. I'll just be like, no, I can't. Sometimes people are understanding. Sometimes people aren't. There have been times when my mom wanted me to show up for her in ways that I know that she could never show up for me, and I'm just like, I don't have the capacity for you in that way. I love you, but no. Like, and to be honest, partially I was just like, how dare you ask me to do that? I'm your youngest daughter. Stop asking me to do certain stuff. Ask your other daughter. Oh, because I'm not the child, I'm the child that you don't have to worry about all of a sudden. I just have to stretch my arms and no. Some people are just like, yeah, that's why I have kids, because I know I can rely on them. No, you can't. No, you cannot. Because once these little people turn into adults, they have every right to tell you no. They have every right to not show up for you in the way that you weren't able to show up for them. And it's not a tit for tat thing. They probably don't know how to. They probably truly don't feel comfortable trying to do that for you. My mom is not a affectionate person, and I am. Sometimes when she wants to hug me, I feel very awkward. I feel awkward like that with a lot of people in my life when they are not affectionate, and I am. Because once you tell me that you're not a hugger, I'm just like, okay, well, I'm not gonna hug you then. And then when they try to give me a hug, I'd be like, but you just said you weren't a hugger. Like, I really, like, it be fucking with me a little bit, not gonna lie. It be fucking with me. I'm a very affectionate person. My best friend is not affectionate. She does give me, like, at least one hug every now and then when I see her. And sometimes it makes me sad, but, like, that's not her love language. If I can be present for her just by being around, or, like, taking something off of her plate, offering to do something, showing up, because take a lot of other things into account, like human design and shit like that. Like, oh, she's a projector and I'm a manifesting generator. Okay, well, she needs to be invited, or she needs to be, like, these things have to be brought to her. Sometimes I'm just like, you know what, I'm going to do this. You have all these things listed, I'm going to take these 2 things off your plate. And that works for her. Acts of service. You got to know how to love your people. You got to know what your people need. And if you can do that in any capacity, any shape or form. I have friends that are affectionate, but sometimes I'm just like, I'm not in an affectionate mood. But they know to ask me, like, are you okay with a hug? Sometimes I'm like that with my friends. Do you need a hug? Would you like a hug? How can I show up for you? I don't even tell people, if you need anything, let me know. I'd be like, how can I show up for you? I do be asking, like, what do you need from me? Especially in conversation. Sometimes I need to do it more, but I like to ask, like, do you need advice, or you just need a listening ear? A lot of the times my friends just need a listening ear, and I'd be like, no, I feel that, and I try to relate. I try not to put me at the forefront sometimes. Like, I get, like, because I don't like when I tell people about things and then they just, like, be like, yeah, because such and such, well, I've dealt with that before, and I'll be like, but it's not your situation. So I try not to do that to people as much. But yeah. This baby holding up the traffic. Oh, you ain't let your child out early. But that's my spiel for today. I'm probably gonna break this up, so you probably won't see all of it. And this is me saying this so that I remember, like, maybe we don't want all of that in there. No, this might just be its own video for real, like video diaries, whatever. Blah. Because all the other clips are like 5 minutes, so I can combine those, make like a little 15-30-minute video, and then this be a one-off. That sounds good. I have a video to make about my hair, where I've been, stuff like that. So, and it's not as hard as I'm trying to make it seem in my mind. It's not oh my gosh, it's gonna take so much iron on that. I'm literally recording on my phone and then keep it moving. The only thing I have to worry about is if the sound is good, and I can kind of fix it. Shout out to me being a media engineer and producer. But yeah, I just hope all of y'all have, if anybody has any questions or anything that they want me to speak on when it comes to this journey of just becoming a little bit older. The dog was peeing. And the only reason it's ill is because it was squatting, and the dogs squat weird when they peeing or pooping. They just be like, I don't know how to describe it. Anyway, if y'all have any questions, comments, or whatever, definitely comment or email me. I don't know. Whatever y'all do when y'all want to ask somebody something, do it. You can DM me on Instagram. You can email me at natashasoul.adams@gmail.com, or you can just leave the comment down below. There's a whole comment section. Use it, please. It helps a lot when things are just in one spot for me. Can you show up for me in that way? But yeah. Until next time. I promise that I'm not gonna be sad this whole thing. I'm really just like in a transition right now, and the other parties are not taking it very well. They're not respecting my boundaries well, or respecting my wishes well. And I am continuously telling myself I cannot control the actions of other people, but one thing that they will do is know my boundaries. Whether you respect them or not, you're going to know them. So yeah, I am cooking myself dinner. I haven't cooked myself dinner in I don't know, probably like a week or two. And I just haven't really had an appetite because of everything going on. So I'm just trying to make sure that I eat, make sure that I'm good so that I can, just be good in the gym tomorrow, because I know I'm trying to pass it out. I keep saying that, and I'm like dead ass serious. Like, I really am not trying to pass out. I don't want nobody trying to call the ambo for me. I only got 1 day of PTO at work. And that's really sad. That I'm like, I can't die because I gotta work. But like, that's literally how life is working right now. And I don't want to go into unpaid time off, because that is going to annoy the entire fugazi out of me. That's probably not how you use that word, but that's how I'm gonna use it. But yeah, it would annoy the crap out of me. So I'm just trying to make sure that I'm good so that I can keep making this money and keep getting to the gym and just be overall good, I just really don't understand how you like really can set a boundary. Oh shoot, hold up. You can really like set a boundary with somebody, and they will do everything in their power to see if they can keep overstepping it. And the one time you finally like stand on your shit, like they implode. And it's like, that's not fair, because I honestly try to respect people's boundaries. Like, I truly, like, when somebody says they don't like something, or like I've done something to like upset them or whatever, like I really truly try to be present and aware. I try to be really like aware so that I don't do it again. Of course I slip up because I'm human, but like with going through a breakup and still living with your ex, like this shit is really like, it's insane. There's no easy way to go about this. So I'm just taking it day by day. I know my friends are tired of seeing me sad. I am literally about to like truly go into some type of isolation over this. We have spring break next week, and me and my ex both work at the same place, so we'll both be off, and we will both be in this house. But I have planned some things for myself, taking myself out to the movies. I am so serious about taking myself to the spa. I need to just relax and let go. I need to sit in the sauna and cry, in a pool and cry. Hopefully, I know that massages are like a little pricey, so that's maybe not. But yeah, I'm really just going to make sure that I'm good, do a lot of self-care. Yeah. I'm gonna find somewhere to stay. I really did just say earlier that I wasn't gonna say any more dates because this will probably be behind, but whatever. Damn, that thing's smoky. Yeah, no, it smells good, don't it? Putting my hand in my food because I'm the only one eating it. But anyway, yeah. So I'm going to find ways to do some self-care and just to relax and get through this. I'm sure somebody's gonna be like, why are you telling all your business? Because like I said, I am showing, because like I said, I'm showing the journey to turning 30. And some people are going through breakups at this time. Some people are going through transitions. This just so happens to be mine. And I'm not big on holding back. I do hold back in a lot of other situations, like on the podcast that I'm on and certain things like that, because that is broader. And I'm sure somebody's like, well, what if a lot of people like your videos and a lot of people start watching? Well, they're just gonna see. Like, there's nothing that I can do. And this is my video diaries, and I'm doing my due diligence to myself. And if this can help somebody else, then even if they're not transitioning to 30, but just dealing with a hard time, or just realizing that growing up is like hard as fuck as an adult, however this can help somebody, I'm cool with it. Because I'm not saying any names. It's not like y'all, unless you know me personally, it's not like you know who my ex is, where I live, all this other stuff. Well, like my personal address. Of course, you know the state and the city I live in, but I don't give a fuck. Anyway, so yeah, I'm cooking dinner, Brussels sprouts and a piece of salmon. I thought I had more salmon. I'm about to make myself some tuna fish for lunch because I really haven't been eating. I haven't had an appetite because of all the mess that's going on. And I really just haven't been thinking about what to eat. So I am going to work on that tonight so that I can have something to eat for tomorrow, so that this I don't want to call it a weight loss journey, but so this weight loss journey, experience, whatever, isn't in vain because I can't lose any weight if I'm not eating. My body is gonna go into starvation mode and just try to keep everything, and that's not what I want. So, yeah, I'll be back when my food is done. I am going to attempt to go to the gym every day this break, almost every day, or at least get steps in, because I do not be walking. I don't be getting my steps in like that, and I'm okay with it. I really don't even be giving a damn. I don't. So, it is what it is, though. Such is life. I've been on my phone all day. Life is just going, and I'm going with it. Rolling with the punches, and that's okay. Why resist? Just let life do what it's doing. And I'm learning along the way. I'm okay with it. I'm okay with it. It's part of the journey.